Hello, hello, hello. What's up, y'all? It has been a few minutes since I have been live here in the group. Um, but y'all know I'm here. I hadn't forgotten about y'all. Give me 1 second. Trying to get it together here. All right, so I've been reading this book and I did this exercise in the book this morning, and I thought it was actually pretty powerful. It was simple, but it was pretty powerful, and so I wanted to come on and share with you all. And hopefully, if you can't get on live, you will catch the recording. So I'm reading this book right here. See if you can see it. It's called High Performance Habits. It's by Brendon Burchard. He is a personal development coach. He works with a lot of really high-powered, successful people and coaches them on how to be more successful and sort of how to reach that next level in whatever they're doing, whether that be their career, their job, their business, whatever. He's worked with people like Oprah, and I have some notes here. So if I'm looking, that's what I'm looking at. So he works with a lot of high-powered people like Oprah and other super celebrities and he's like their performance coach, right? So he helps them perform at a high level and get to a high level in what they're doing. So he's worked with people for years and years and years and years. And he studied them, and he studied the things that they do that make them successful. And he calls it their high performance habits. So in all of the years that he's been working with these people, he's taken notes, he's done research, and he's come up with these 6 habits that he thinks all these people who are so-called high performers have in common. So there are 6 of them. They seek clarity, that's the first one. They generate energy. They raise necessity. They increase productivity. They develop influence, and they demonstrate courage. So I'm about halfway through the book. So I've read about the first and second habits, seeking clarity and generating energy. And throughout the book, there are these prompts that prompt you to write out, your thoughts about what you're going through personally and what you're doing personally and how you can meet these habits or not, and how you're meeting these habits or not meeting these habits, what you're doing or what you're not doing. So I'm on the second one. I was reading about the second one this morning about generating energy. And what he means by that is that people who succeed over the long haul, they don't just have this innate amount of high energy. They're not these super energetic people just by default. They seek out situations and they create habits that help them create that energy and that high motivation to be able to do things. So I was reading about that this morning, and I went through some exercises that I would like to share with you because I think they are definitely relevant to diet, health, and wellness. And like I said, they were very simple, but they were also very powerful for me. And I think they could be the same for you. But before I do that, there were three sort of subcategories under generating energy that he talks about in the book. And if you're interested in the book, this is it, High Performance Habits, Brendon Burchard. I actually saw a Facebook ad for it, Facebook, and it was free except for shipping. So it's a nice book, big hardcover, pretty thick, but a very, very easy read and a very good book. But there were 3 subcategories under the category of generating energy. So they were releasing tension and setting intention. So that's just about being intentional about what you want to experience in life, but rather than just being a victim or being just going with the flow and just receiving things, being very intentional about how you receive them and how you feel. The second one was being intentional about feeling positive emotions, so bringing the joy to whatever you do. And then the last one was optimizing health. So he's saying in order to generate energy, to generate the energy you need to be a high level performer, to be a creator, to be an influencer, to be super successful, in order to generate that energy, you need to release intention, set intention, bring the joy, and optimize your health. So under optimizing health, he asked these 4 questions, which I thought were like really interesting and so simple and so good. And I journaled a little bit about them. And I just put some alarms and reminders in my phone. And I think it's really going to help me going forward and staying on top of my health and wellness game. So the first one, and he words them as prompts. So I'm going to go to the page in the book so I can read them verbatim. Can find them. So yes, and he calls them performance prompts in his book. So the first one was, I want to get as physically healthy as I can at this stage in my life because. And so there you would fill in the reason about why you want to get as physically healthy as you do. And that's similar to something I do and I recommend that people I work with do, called the 5 whys exercise, or getting to the root cause of your reason for doing something. What's the real reason you're, changing your diet, exercising more, trying to get healthy, or making any change that you're doing. Just finding that root cause, that real reason, and that's what's going to truly motivate you to keep going, especially when it gets tough. So for me, I said, I want to get as physically healthy as I can at this stage in my life, because if I don't start now, I'll pay for it later. So I'm in my mid-30s right now, and I'm starting to feel that age creep up on me, a little ache here, a little twinge there. I played the violin for like years and years with this hand, and I've been getting some joint pain in it lately. So I used to play the violin like this. It's my violin finger. So I've been getting a little joint pain in it, in my left hand. So I'm like, maybe all those years of playing are catching up with me, and things are starting to catch up with me. So I feel like if I don't take charge of my physical health now, if not now, when, it's only going to go downhill from here, So that's my reasoning. The next question, and I really, really love this question. If I was going to get in the best shape of my life, the first 3 things I would stop doing would be blank. So I was like, he calling me out.